Hi y'all, welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl and we're going to find out what our spirit team has advice for us. What advice our spirit team has for us based on our current monkey mind. We all have a monkey mind. We all have these little things that we allow to go round in our head. So in order to decide what is your message from your spirit team, you have to choose a monkey. We have 1, 2, and 3. And our question is, spirit guides, what is your advice for us as it relates to our monkey minds? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to do the reading. Let's see. Well, we'll put it right there for now. Okay, so if you resonated with monkey number 1, monkey number 1, God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends who resonated with monkey number 1. Guides, show us clearly what is your message to that group that resonated with monkey mind number 1. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, monkey mind 1. Take a break, right? Take a break. And then we've got emotional withdrawal. And we've got hope, and we've got disruption. Okay. So I feel like what they're saying here is like it is time to do a check-in, right? This is the minor arcana of the Hermit card, right? So if you picked monkey mind number 1, I feel like they're saying take a break. Just really back off of your day-to-day, everything that you're doing and everything that you're trying to accomplish, and just take an inventory. And you've got emotional withdrawal, right? I feel like that break is for you to be able to determine what is not working right now in your life. Guys, if you pick monkey mind number 1, then you must be a person who is constantly doing to-do lists and constantly saying, what next? What else can I do? Or how can I make this work? And all that stuff. But there's a long time ago, I learned that 80% of our results come from 20% of our work. So I feel like this is saying, because we're talking about the monkey mind, you know, that's the stuff that we think about, that we got to get done, that we got to accomplish, and all that stuff. So I feel like this is saying, take inventory of that. This is the same as the 8 of Cups, right? So the 8 of Cups is where we leave behind what doesn't serve us. So I feel like whatever your situation is, I feel like there's some things that you're doing in your day-to-day work that you're doing it out of habit. And I'm not talking about necessarily at work. I'm talking about at your house. I'm talking about in your relationships, in the way that you interact day to day. You're putting a lot of energy in some places where it's not beneficial to you. In fact, it's kind of draining you. So this is about leaving that behind. And then you have hope, right? The hope card is the same as the star card. So the star card is about blessings. The 1 plus the 7, where's the 1 and the 7? Up here. The 1 plus the 7 equals 8. That's synonymous with success. So I feel like the monkey mind is saying, right, in this break, when you take this break and back off, and you really decide what serves you and what doesn't serve you, and you drop those things that don't serve you, that don't benefit you or anybody else in your life, you're just doing them out of habit, or you're thinking that way out of habit, or whatever it is. Wish I could think of an example. I mean, really and truly, most of what we do every day is repetitive stuff. I can't think of an example. They'll give me one. But this is saying whatever those little things are that you're doing or worrying about or thinking about or thinking you have to accomplish that really are not of any value or benefit to you or anybody else, leave it behind, because they have this place inside of you, or this place for you in this world, in this experience, where you walk into the blessings of what you came here to do, where you walk into the you walk into the fairy tale, the Ten of Cups type atmosphere, right? Whatever that means for you, you walk into that. That's what this is going to benefit you. That's how it's going to benefit you. And then you have disruption. So what does that mean, Cheryl? Really, we go from absolute beautiful life to disruption. Guys, let me tell you something. If you're the person that this reading is for, if you pick this monkey, this group of people is people that we do all kinds of things for all kinds of people without ever even thinking about it, right? And what ends up happening is we actually make some people codependent. We actually make them dependent on us. That does not benefit anybody. I used to argue with my mom and dad. I used to say, if you keep doing for her, one of my sisters, if you keep doing for her, you're not doing her any favors. What's going to happen whenever you die? Who's going to take care of her then? Guess who did? For a little while. But that's the point, is that whenever we back off, whenever we stop doing for people, whenever we look at who is it really benefiting, right? Because we want to walk into this life of blessing, and we look at this disruption, there will be a small disruption after you decide to let go of those things that don't benefit you or anybody else in your experience, right? When you stop doing that, there will be some people in your experience that might be a little bit upset, and it may cause a little bit of a disruption, but it will be an epiphany for you for sure, to understand that, number one, they didn't need you. They were basically enjoying the fact that you're a giver, right? And they just kept enjoying it. So you're going to have that epiphany. Number two is, because they're going to figure it out. But number two is, they're going to feel disrupted because guess what? Now the land of milk and honey has dried up, right? Because you're not there doing for them anymore when they could be absolutely doing for themselves. We stunt other people's growth when we do too much for them. Okay, that's your message if you resonated with monkey number one. And that's kind of their speak no evil, see no evil, and hear no evil, right? That's the things, but that's not the message. I feel like this is the message. Oh my God, I cannot believe I've been doing that all this time, and I'm really contributing to the problem. Okay. Our monkey minds, right? We think that we're the ones who have to do it all. Okay, for those who resonated with monkey number two, the see no evil. I don't want to see what's going on. I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly who's resonating with monkey mind number two. Show us the message for those who have resonated with monkey mind number two. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the message from our guides and the collective guides of those who resonated with monkey mind number two? Okay. Overarching. Wow. Emotional withdrawal. And there's the Tower. There's that Hope card again. Guys, y'all saw me shuffle these cards. Wow. It's the same cards in a whole different layout. Okay, so again, there's that. How in the world does that happen? Guys, you can't make this stuff up. The exact same four cards. There's no way. No way. So if you resonated with number two, right, they're saying, remove the things that don't serve you. Remove the things in your life that do not serve you. Again, I'm going to go, because this is, the other one, this was the overall energy, which is the air swords, right? So it was about the things we think that we have to do. But this is more about the emotional attachments, the emotional things that we have that we're connected to that don't serve us or anybody else, right? As a matter of fact, there's been some disruption in this area, in this emotional area where love, unconditional acceptance, and all that stuff. There has recently been some disruption, but they're saying, this is your outcome whenever you do this. When you remove yourself, you let go of the fear, you let go of the anger, the bitterness, all that stuff. This is all about emotions. When we let go of those energies, we walk out of this place. Okay, I'm getting the message. I was a little freaked out a while ago when I saw the same 4 cards show up, but it's a whole different layout. It's not a different layout. They came out in a different order, so it means something totally different. I love this. Okay, so they're saying we've been hanging on to too much that does not serve us, whether it's anger, guilt, fear, disguised in love, where we think, again, this is such a big collective, it could be anything, but hanging on to energies that don't serve us, anger, guilt, fear, doubt, worry, all that stuff. And we stay in a constant state of this, of feeling bound, like there's nothing we can do about it. We can't move forward. I'm stuck. I just can't get out of this situation. But Spirit's saying this is your answer, because whenever you do that, you're going to see that the sun can shine on you again. The star card again. You are blessed. Guys, you're so blessed. And we hang on to stuff that keeps us from allowing us to feel the blessing. So whenever you do this, it's like you get peace. You get peace in your outer world, in your mind. And whenever you have peace in your mind, you obviously have peace in your heart. So again, with the first group, it was more about the things that we think and the things that we think we have to do. And with this group, it's about an internal thing, about what we're holding on to. And it's fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, frustration, guilt, anger, all that kind of stuff. And they're saying, that's why you're feeling like this. Got to let that go. Okay, that was for number 2. I don't want to see the truth about myself. I don't want to see that I'm truly hanging on to this stuff. But I am, right? Okay, and for those who picked number 3... I don't want to hear it. Cheryl, I don't want to hear what you have to say, because our monkey minds are all over the place, right? God guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, and guides for the collective of those who chose and who resonated with monkey number 3. Show us clearly what is the message for that group. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is the message for the energy group that picked monkey number 3. Okay. Patience. Memories of love. Throat chakra. And balance. Wow. Okay, so your main card is the patience card. And the card right under that is the throat chakra. So I feel like I'm being a little more gentle with you guys, right? With the third monkey mind. I feel like there's some serious needing to express yourself and your truth, right? And Spirit saying, let's be patient as we walk forward. That there is going to be a time for this. Before we walk forward in this truth, before we walk forward with this new understanding of who we are, we need to, this is memories of love. Think about our past, right? Draw from the love of whatever those experiences were that helped us to understand who we are now. I'm going to give you an example. This one's a little more serious for me. this reading is. Memories of my past, and this is sometimes it's about past people coming back into your experience and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just about for us to contemplate on, right? So I think about my past, my truth now, right? Coming out of my spiritual closet saying, I no longer believe that Jesus is the only way to the Father and all that stuff. I absolutely still love God, and I absolutely still love Jesus, or the idea, the teachings of Jesus, however anybody wants to look at it. But whenever I look at the past and things that I've learned, I have to draw on the love part of it, right? The memories of love. Because if I focus too much on the conspiracy theory of it all, that, it's all about controlling the masses and everything, for me, again, this is, then I go to a bound up heart. So they're asking to focus on the past with love. Whatever it was in your past that brought you to where you are today, you want to express your truth, right? We all do. We want to be who we are. Be patient with yourself as you move forward here, and remember to come from a place of love and maintain that balance, because I can say I appreciate that experience, but I'm moving forward in a different experience, and I feel like that's balanced. So and yours might not be with religion and spirituality and all that other stuff. That was just the example, that there's some truth for you to express, and as you express this truth, draw back or move forward from a place of love. But that whenever you're looking at what came before today, look at it from a place of love, from how it helped you to grow and how it helped to carve you into this person that you are today. Okay. And sometimes we don't want to hear that, because we just want to go out there and say, this is who I am, deal with it. But, but if we're a light worker, right? If it's all about love and light, how loving is that to those other people that, whatever. But anyway, so yes, draw from a place of love. Guys, this was a fun reading. I hope that y'all enjoy it as much as I enjoyed doing it. And if you enjoy the Monkey Mind comments, leave the Monkey Mind readings, leave a comment down below and I'll do that one again. I was going to do the feather thing every week, but I think I just want to do the feather thing one week, the Monkey Mind one week, or that kind of stuff, alternate. I don't know. We're growing through it. Let's do the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for all that you have to offer us and all that you're willing to share with us as we move through our journey here in this earth. Please show us clearly, what is your PS for our little monkey minds as we move forward in life? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly, what is your PS? My bangs look terrible. Sometimes, like I just washed my hair this morning. When your hair's dirtier, it works better for some reason. Okay, so there's a tower. So, again, the towers aren't about necessarily something devastating happen. It's just that this is, sometimes spirit does step in. Like if we have a true desire to go down a certain route, to go a certain way with our life, and we're doing real good getting on that way, but we start to go off or go a different route, our guides, I feel like they'll step in and kind of move us back. And sometimes it's abrupt, or there's an epiphany that happens. Like it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that kind of thing. So there's some kind of an epiphany taking place, perhaps in these monkey mind messages that we don't think about sometimes, that us helping somebody is really hurting them. We don't think that way, but sometimes that's the case. And we don't think sometimes that us hanging on to anger and hurt and resentment, it's not really gonna determine our future, but yes, it does. It does definitely, because out of the heart are the issues of life, right? And then that last one, as we grow and we change, we don't want that change to disrespect or devalue somebody else's way of doing things. Just because we've changed doesn't mean our way's better or smarter. It just means it's our new way. So yeah, we have tower moments as we grow through this journey. But we're going to have new opportunities, right? New opportunities to make new friends, new opportunities to have different experiences in this earth realm because of the way that we think now, or because of the way that we change. You change what you do 80% of your day, because remember, wait, let me say that right. 80% of your day comes from 20%. 80% of your results in life come from 20% of your effort. So whenever you look at the effort and say, what's getting me the results? And I'm not talking about necessarily a job. I'm talking about peace in my life. I'm talking about okay, so let's talk about that real quick. Everything we do is for a purpose. We ultimately want to feel good, right? How much of what we're doing in our day truly goes to making us feel good, right? So this is about us really having opportunities to experience the things in life that do make us feel good, and whenever we feel good, our cup runs over and other people benefit, and we're able to give from a place of absolute love and compassion and stuff, instead of this is what I have to do to make you who you need to be. But it's all our choice. It's all our choice. Whether we're with the first group who has all this thing in their head that they have to do things for people and do things to help people, whatever, and help or make them grow or change them or whatever. It's our choice. We can keep doing that. But sometimes our efforts are fruitless and we're just beating our head against the wall because we can't change anybody. That's a hard lesson to learn. We cannot change anybody. And whenever we continue to do for people who could literally do for themselves, all we're doing is enabling them. But we can keep doing it if we want to. It's our choice. Basically, that's what this is saying. And we can keep hanging on to the hurt and the anger and the resentment. That's our choice. We can do that. But in both cases, that hope was right smack dab in the middle of, like, it's the result. It's your result whenever you do the things that the guides were telling us that would help us to walk into that place of hope, the blessed card, the star card, right? But it's our choice. We don't have to move there if we don't want to. And it's the same thing as we move forward. Whatever your truth is, whatever for that third group, whatever your truth is, you have a choice. You can move forward and just put it out there and be damned to whoever doesn't like it, or we can look back with love at the situations and circumstances that brought us to where we are, and remembering that whoever they are also one with spirit, even if they don't know it yet. Okay. I love you guys so very much. Go out and have a super duper day. Bye.